Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for the invite.
Tell us about your role at the agency.
My current role right now is the Deputy Chief Information Security Officer. I'm also the Assistant Division Director for Information Security. No day is the same, as you probably hear from a lot of employees in the agency. So primarily what we do is we work with divisions throughout the agency, and we look for vulnerabilities, weaknesses, or flaws within those, and we make recommendations to improve those vulnerabilities.
Dave, how did you get into cybersecurity?
I've always been interested in computers, even from a young child. I had an uncle who was, I would call today, a computer nerd. And when we visited his house, he always would come in and show me the cool things he could do on his Commodore 64 and Commodore 128, if that dates me. And I developed an appreciation for what you could do with technology way back.
Are you the guy that's sending us all the phishing emails?
We're not trying to punish anyone with the phishing emails. We're trying to see what's our risk and how can we improve our risk for the agency. When we started the phishing campaigns about 3 years ago, we were at about 33% click rate, meaning 1/3 of the agency employees clicked on what was our own malicious phishing email link. With training and education and phishing campaigns, we brought that down to about 1% in the previous year. So we also work with IT and other information security analysts to put technical controls in place to help protect us when the user makes a mistake.
I hear the bad guys never sleep, they never take state holidays. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. That they're working 24/7, 365. They don't take state holidays off or federal holidays. We have to be right 100% of the time. We have to have controls in place, procedures in place, employees doing the right things every single time. The bad guy has to be right one time.
What can agency employees do to be more mindful about cybersecurity?
Take time to understand not just what your job is, but how your job impacts the rest of the agency. Because otherwise you get too browbeaten with the daily duties of your job and you don't understand how you're really contributing to the mission of the controller. So if you have that long-term mission in mind, it's easier to understand how your job is important and how what you do is important to not just your manager, but to the controller himself.
I know you're probably a pretty busy individual, so thank you so much for your time, and we're going to let you get back to keeping the agency safe.
My pleasure.